Hey guys. Well, I finally got my Stegosage from HobbyLink Japan, so here's the review. As usual, we'll be unboxing and building the kit, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like in action. Before we do that, though, let's take a moment to appreciate Stegosage's creepy smile. Just look at that. He watches you while you sleep, and he knows you know it. Just thought I'd give you a moment to, let that sink in. You guys want to get started with the unboxing? Let's do that. Take our minds off things. All right, guys, I'm real excited about this one, so let's get this dog and pony show on the road. The box, as you can see, nothing out of the ordinary. Zoids Wild 14, affiliation is death metal. We have a picture with a bit of photo manipulation going on here on the front. On the back, we have bone mode, regular mode, wild blast mode, and yeah, a little picture here of what I guess the wild blast mode is meant to represent. Everything else is pretty much the same as on all the other Zoids Wild boxes. So let's just get this opened here. This is, of course, a pretty big box again. And yeah, look, it has a pull-out tray. There we go. Get rid of the box. Instructions. Let's see. We have the B bag with the armor, as usual, not all that much there. S bag with the caps, some mechanical bits, all the usual stuff. We have the A bag, which is, of course, as usual, the biggest one. And two gearboxes, it looks like. Get rid of this. Boom. Let's see. I'll cut this open here. That ought to be enough to get it out. Or is it? Yeah, it's not. Hold on. I'll cut this and this. And here it comes. Okay. Well, this looks to be a separate contraption that goes on the back. Let me get this out first, and then we'll take a look at it, okay? Where's the tape at? Here we go. Don't ask about that knife. Long story. Okay. And boom. All right, so this is just another Zoids Wild gearbox here. And this, of course, is a separate contraption that's going to drive the Wild Blast mode and pops on the back here by means of this gear here, like so, I would think. And we're going to find out what it does when I get this guy built, of course. Before I do, though, let's take a look inside these bags. Of course, has all of the bone parts. Let's do these in order. There's 4. Number 1. Number 1 has a lot of big stuff from the look of it. These are the torso halves. Just, the usual style of detail here. I'm guessing this side is up. You can see here, a grill, a few of these ribs here. There's a sort of a pipe and a round thing, some wires here. One pair of legs full of pistons implying motion, but of course no joint. Up next we have number the 2nd. Looks like a tail piece here. Yeah, more tail. Some mechanical thing, might be the neck, I don't know. This is going to go on the sides and drive the leg movement, no doubt. Another mechanical piece. Oh, that looks like, okay. It's probably an inside mechanism for the tail. Good. And another pair of legs, very nicely detailed, no actual joints, the usual. Number 3 is silver. And here we have, this is probably going to hold the fins in some way if I had to guess. Yeah, these fins, not that great looking, to be honest. You know, you've got these, I don't know what these are. They have something to do with the molding process. I used to know what that was, but now I forget. Anyway, lots and lots and lots of fins, of course, which is good. But, you know, compare these to the Gordo's fins, and they're kind of a joke. What else we got here? Feet. More feet. And more fins. Okay. Number 4. Also the final one out of the A bag has another one of these arcs here, which I guess these go together somehow to hold the fins. We have what appears to be the neck and the lower jaw. Wow, look at this. This is a new design element. It's got this like slightly stretched like honeycomb pattern here. That's pretty cool. Never seen that on a Zoids Wild Kit before. Guess it's meant to like make it look a bit more snake-like. Although why would it have scales on its bones, right? There's the top half of the head. This, well, it's the tip of the tail probably. Of course, has 4 spikes like a proper Stegosaurus. A greeble. You know what this looks like? This looks like the. See if this can get this in the shot somehow so that you can see it properly. I'm sorry, but this is a Cylon face from like old school Battlestar Galactica. That's what that is. Uninteresting mechanical bits. Another bottom half of the neck. Oh, I didn't notice this on the other one. See this piston here? That's pretty cool. Yeah, and this is probably the bottom of the tail that helps close it all up. Armor. Oh, there's another pair of these arcs here for the back. And I was just looking at the picture on the instructions. Like, these go on the outside. Come on. Looks like it's going to be kind of an interesting build, though. Okay, more more of these. What the hell? Yeah. And armor. Tail. More tail. This is the leg armor, it looks like. Yeah, this is also leg. This goes on the tail as well, and here is the head. Yeah, nothing terribly exciting here. I'm going to leave the S back closed. I mean, you can see here it's got a couple of mechanical pieces. It's got the stickers, the caps, the eyes. I think we've seen enough Zoids Wild Kits at this point that you don't need me to fish every little piece of this out of the bag. Let's just get to the building. So, as usual, I'm going to clean up here, and then we'll take a look at how it all goes together. All right, proof. I didn't really notice this when I was taking everything out of the box, but man, there's a lot of parts in this kit. It's a good thing, of course. Yeah, anyway, let's get cracking. We start by attaching 2 parts from the S bag to this top gearbox here. Hold on, let me get that out of the way. It's this rectangle thing here, and it goes on these 2 pegs. Like so. Okay. I was expecting that to be a loose connection, but it's not. Now, next we have a bunch of stuff. I almost did that off camera. A bunch of stuff to put on the gearbox that actually holds the motor and the battery. Just these two crank pieces. And also this rather uninteresting looking piece that goes on the power switch. All right, now yeah, by the way, as usual, I have the instructions to my right here, so that's why I'm reaching over there all the time. Now, it's telling me to watch out for something when I put these together. Probably help if I didn't do this backwards. Okay, yeah, I see. Let me get this in place and then I'll show you. You see this? This white tab here comes out of the gearbox and moves this forward, which is no doubt what's going to turn on the wild blast mode somehow. Next we have this weirdo contraption here that goes on like this, and then the top halves of the head along with something that looks like fins. These two, no doubt. Okay, so let's see. Get this on these two pegs. Nicely done. Hold on. How do we put this on again? Like that. Okay. Now, head attaches at the top by means of these two pegs here and here. Come on. Yeah, here we go. That's it. And this is obviously the jaw mechanism. Now, speaking of which, the next thing we need to put on is the lower jaw, which let me get this one on first. No. You see, this peg goes through here, and this goes here, and then it should be able to move if I can get this in place without having it fall off 50 billion more times. I'll show you again. Get this in here, like so, and this goes on here to close her up. A lot of pegs. Okay, this is a little more difficult than it looks, or I'm an idiot. You make up your own mind here. Okay. I have no idea why these two small pieces need to be locked together. That looks cool. Need to be locked together with like 11 billion pegs, but apparently someone at Tomy thought that was necessary. All right. Time to start closing up the torso. Let's see, on this side. On this side, basically nothing happens other than you just put this on, like so. Okay, that's kind of cool how this lines up here. Make sure it's all secure and in place. And on this side, we fix up the throat, the jaw mechanism with this piece, like so. And the actual power switch goes on like, hold on. Like so. Okay. And we close up the torso like that. Okay. It's pretty beefy. Okay. This does not quite close up. It gives you one of them nice Zoids Wild style seam lines. Now, next we have the Cylon face, which is this clamp piece that goes on the front here. Turn the page. That's it. Weird. Oh, this was okay. See, I thought like this looks like it takes another clamp piece, but of course that's just where the tail attaches. Next we do the legs, which means I need 4 caps for the moment. And I need to figure out which legs are which. Which feet. Ah, okay, got it. These go together, and these go together, and the slightly flatter ones take these legs, and they just flop around. Not fantastic engineering, but I guess it's okay. This peg does go in from the outside, right? Don't tell me I'm putting these feet on backwards. All right, here's one. And here's the other one. Pop. And pop. There we go. All right, now back to the torso. We attach this great big thing here with this peg that goes in there. See, I was just wondering, like, you see this slit here, and you know how some kits that actually means something. On this guy, it doesn't. You can see the peg's too shallow. It's not possible that means anything. You just plonk it on there. Now, leg. Oh, I need the caps, yeah. Why not just get them all out of the bag? Okay. Well, I can leave 2 in there, I'm sure, but oh, come on, don't drop out of there. All right. 2 caps here. 1 on the back. Like that. Same deal on the other side, I'm sure. Yep, same thing. So, get this on first. Front leg, hind leg. Make sure that peg is in place. And that's it. Looks like there's no more caps because there's 2 left, and you know how that goes. All right, here we go. That's our Stegosage standing up finally. Now, I'm going to take a quick look here. From this side, it looks like a dog that's pooping. So let's take a look at this side. Yeah, like I said, pretty beefy torso. Not that that's not anatomically accurate or anything. It's beefy. Tail. Again, like I said before, I am very pleased to observe that this tail does in fact have at least something resembling an internal mechanism that drives it. Sort of Death Star style. Speaking of which, if you don't know already, Kotobukiya have just announced that there's going to be new high-end master model Zoids in April next year, or well, a new Zoid at least, which means it's still possible that there's going to be a Death Star. If they make an HMM Death Star, I think this channel might actually close because I'm literally going to die from the excitement. Okay, so you can see the tail has a mechanism that drives it at the first joint, but this just flops back and forth, or side to side, I should say. It's a little disappointing, but oh well. Anyway, tail goes on like this, and we'll be bumping up against these extensions of the leg mechanism, of course. That will help it swing side to side. I'll just get this on there. Unbelievable. What's the problem? All right, here we go. It's just a really tight fit. Okay, so here's basically what the entire thing looks like, minus the fins. Next, we need okay, we're about to find out what all these big arches here are for. So, hold on. Okay, we need these things, and we're supposed to pull them out to the side, but they actually spring back. And we need this guy, which goes on the inside and attaches like so. Should not have put the batteries in. Okay, this doesn't really click in place here. It just has like this tiny little groove that this goes into. Yeah, let me get this in place and see if that helps close it up. Okay, well obviously this is going to move. And finally, the black thing on the outside here, which I'm hoping will then help hold this all together. Oh, I see. Cool. When this folds down, see, this peg goes in here, and of course this is going to move back and forth, and it's going to make this move in the opposite direction, as you can see. So yeah, that's how that's going to work. Well, oh no, that's fine. Okay, same thing on the other side, and then we get the fins on. Green first. loose fit. Silver second, also loose fit, and then the black piece to close it up and hold it all together. All right, here we go. Now I gotta sort these. I gotta sort these fins here real quick. They're supposed to bend slightly to the outside, so what? A36 are the biggest ones, or well, the different. I mean, A33. Never mind. I'm just talking to myself. Here we go. The medium-sized ones. See, there's two of them. That's what I was getting at. And that would be these, and like so. And then we've got the little tiny ones, but we're not using those yet. Okay. And two of these as well. Okay, here we go. That's the fins. So obviously the biggest ones go on top. And they have, that's helpful, 3 peg holes when there's actually only 2 pegs. Okay, put these on, and maybe do this on camera, possibly, because we're making a video. I mean, not that it's important that you can see things in a video or anything. Just, you know, let's just pretend we're actually trying to do a thing here. Come on. Here. And as usual, this is a bit more floppy than I would like. Oh, also, by the way, I just noticed, you see this? The fins actually have an L and an R molded into them for little kids and for terminal stupids like me. Okay, well, that's bone mode, which means I forgot something. Oh, right. Let me go back to the instructions here. Actually, that's... Oh, no, that was the next step in the instructions, yeah. Never mind, false alarm. Just we've got 2 more fins to attach to his tail here. And now we're done. Okay. The instructions are specifically telling me I should turn it on at this point, so this is all a bit floppy, honestly, but see what happens. Oh, here we go. Get your vegetables cut right here, folks. All right. Yeah, and now it's a lot tighter than before. Must have been loose because I assembled it halfway into its movement or something. Anyway, that's bone mode. And I'm just really quickly checking the camera to see if it's still running. Actually, I think I'm going to make a ninja edit. Haha, and I'm back. Okay, armor. We start here on the top with this thing that I'm now going to try to get in place without holding on to this from the other side, because I kind of don't want it to get floppy again. Leg armor. Wow, wow. Wow, I just literally just grabbed the correct piece without even looking. That's amazing. Ah, of course now I can't get it on. Come on. You bastard. Ah, yeah, drop it 5 more times. You guys already know I'm a spaz, right? You know that, right? Okay, this goes on the rear leg by means of a bunch of pegs that I can't see. Looks like, yeah, like that. Ugh, that it? Okay. Armor on the other side. It's starting to look really cool. I just really wish this wouldn't happen. Leg armor. If you're hearing music playing while I'm doing this, I decided afterwards when I was editing it that I wasn't talking enough and I added some music. If you're not hearing music, I got lazy. Why am I talking about things that may not even be in the video? Because you're an idiot, Mike. All right. Is this supposed to be... Okay, I can't get this on. Let's get this off here. You know, it would probably help if it was the correct armor piece. Yeah. Okay. Like, there we go. This one goes on here. And this goes like here. And further more, we have the eyes. Come on. I was right, by the way. See, we've got 2 pegs, 2 caps left, like always. Okay, it should look correct. Yeah, this one goes on this side. I'm sorry, I do find that it's difficult to tell these eyepieces apart. And from the way they're designed and from the hubbub that the instructions make about them, I don't think the Tomy designers really disagree with me. Okay, now, as the final stage, as usual, we have a really surprised looking dinosaur. Look, it's going... Wish I could open its mouth. And by means of giving him his helmet, we turn him into a really mean looking dinosaur. Actually, this one... Oh, I've never noticed before, but look. You see this? He's smiling. He's totally smiling. All right, finally, this goes on the throat. And with that, we are done. Yeah, let's just get a quick look at this guy. But obviously, I'm gonna take some pictures in a minute, and yeah, wow, okay. Before I start blathering about pictures again, I have to say, like, man, I knew I was gonna like this sword, but it's hella cool. It's so cool that it actually made me say hella. Wow, this is so cool. Look at that. And just the way the green is distributed, even though there's so little, I don't know, man. I can't, it's hard to even describe what it is, but this is just so cool looking. It's the only thing that bugs me is that these don't stay in place. when he's not in Wild Blast mode. And they could have done that with a second peg that pegs in there, but oh well. Anyway, you know what's going to happen, folks. I'm going to get the stickers on, and then we are going to take a look at this guy in action. And here we go. Of course, the mouth opens and closes, the tail swings side to side, and it all looks very smooth and deliberate. Now, as the Wild Blast mode kicks in, you can see the fins in the middle actually start moving first, and then the outer ones fold down for the full, Wild Blast vegetable slicer business. And they fold back up, and he keeps walking. Also, here's a close-up so that you can see its throat moves along with the mouth, actually. It's pretty cool. With that out of the way, here's the inevitable comparison to my Great Gorgon. Of course, the Gorgon, or Gordos if you prefer, is a good bit bigger, and in my opinion, as much as I like the Stegosage, there's also no question as to which one looks better. In fairness, though, I think we'd all do well to remember that the Great Gorgon's tail is basically one big chunk of immobile plastic, and it walks like an old man with Parkinson's looking for his pills in the middle of the night. Just saying. There's that. No spinny thing shot yet again, I'm afraid, because the thing is actually too big to do that inside my light box. Anyway, the final verdict is that this is my new favorite in the line. Real simple. It looks at least as good as the Gabrigator, it has a nice military type color scheme, and it has a Wild Blast mode that does absolutely everything right. It kicks in on its own, and you've got big chunks of the Zoid swinging 90 degrees, but unlike on the Brachiosaurus and the Death Rex, it comes at basically no cost to its appearance. Except maybe that the fins don't entirely stay in place. But that's literally my only criticism of this thing. Otherwise, with what the Zoids Wild series sets out to do, this one clearly does it best, all around. Well, that's it for this one, guys. I had fun making this, so I hope you had fun watching. Like, comment, subscribe, check out my Patreon, and stay tuned for more.